update this backyard and do some yearly maintenance, so let me show you what we're working with. Okay, I'm hoping you guys can hear me because it's crazy windy. We need to address the deck. It's got some spots, some rot. We need to replace a couple of boards right there. And then also over here in this area, you might be able to tell that this section of the railing has completely fallen, and that's because we have some rot here from the post. You're probably also noticing that the deck is super empty. Where did all the furniture go? So I got rid of the outdoor furniture here because it was just really taken a beating in the weather. It was kind of fracturing and there was just really no saving it. It was time for new ones, time to replace it. And I'm also going to be replacing the pool loungers up there, so we're just completely starting fresh out here. Before I get to work on the patio, I'm going to be making some furniture changes in another space in my house, and I'm going to switch out the sofa in here for a reclining sofa from today's sponsor, A Living Home. This is the AeroStretch 3-seater reclining sofa, and it came packaged really well in these big boxes, and it also came really fast. A Living Home has fast shipping in 3 days. It's an easy setup process. All you need is this little Allen wrench to attach the feet, and then the back pieces clip right into the bottom. You don't need any tools for that. Connecting the wires together was super straightforward, and then I connected all of the pieces of the sofa together so they don't separate while you're using it, and the sofa was done. This fabric is so soft, it's extremely comfortable. The two ends are the reclining ends, and they're controlled by this little button here on the side. They also have USB ports here and also a USB-C. It also has pockets here on the sides. This is great for smaller spaces. I love that I can still have the couch here up against this window without having to worry about it hitting something whenever it reclines. The middle section flips down and it has 2 cup holders. It also has a built-in charger for your devices. I actually can't wait to pick my son up from school today. He's been asking me every day to put the sofa together. He's so excited to try it. And if you guys want to try this AeroStretch 3-seater reclining sofa from A Living Home, I will leave the link down in the description. Jumping right into the deck here, it didn't start off wonderful. I needed to remove some boards that were damaged that needed to be replaced, and this first one was pretty old, I guess, and the screws were stripped and rusted, so I had to pry the entire board out. But I got that finished, and I got a new 16-foot deck board, but it was just a little bit too long. So I took my skill saw and just trimmed a few inches off the end of that. And then I was able to put that back in place. It fit perfectly, and then secure that with screws. I got a whole lot luckier with this board up here on the top part of the deck. The screws were able to come out a whole lot easier and I didn't have to pry it up, which was great because I was able to use the board that I pulled up as a template for the new board, especially because one end was angled. I think the boards up here get a little bit more damage too because they are right by the pool. They get wet more. So I just used my skill saw again to cut that same angle, and then I was able to drop that back in place and then secure that down with screws. Okay, this last board that I'm gonna do, I don't know if it's because it's by the water, but wood is not supposed to be like that soft, so I'm gonna go ahead and replace this small board. But instead of having to buy a completely new 16-foot board or whatever, I'm just gonna flip over the board that I had removed previously because it's still good structurally, just one side of it was just a little bit too weathered, so I'm gonna flip that over and use it right here. Because this cut is not just a straight cut, I'm not going to use my skill saw, I'm actually going to use my jigsaw. It goes a little bit slower, but it's better for more precise cuts. Also, if you need to turn or curve or whatever, I prefer using the jigsaw. So cut that board using the previous board as a template and then secured that in with screws. I removed that post that had rot and I replaced it with this one. This is 4x4 cut down to size, and then I'm using these 5-inch hex screws to attach it to the base of the deck. That's really going to hold it in place. And then I am adding some balusters that fell off or ones that needed to be replaced, just nailing those in. Okay, the last thing I'm gonna replace, I just decided this, is this little top bar here. I don't know if you can tell, but it's kind of warped and it dips down and it just bothers me. It's structurally okay, but just while I'm at it replacing other stuff, I'm gonna remove this one and replace it with a new 2x4. I had previously added these same caps to these wood posts, but they didn't hold up super well. The one screw didn't hold them in place, so I'm going to be adding glue and seeing if that will help them last a bit longer so where they don't start spinning and then eventually break. Okay, I've got the deck repaired everywhere and completely cleared off. And before I can paint, I need to get it clean and prepped to paint. So the first thing I'm gonna do is blow it off to get all of any debris or whatever, and then I will scrub it with some soap and water. Then we'll let that dry completely and be ready for paint. Okay, it's the next day and the deck is all dry. I let it dry overnight and it's time to paint. And this is what I'm going to be using. This is called Super Deck Deck and Dock Coating. This is from Sherwin-Williams, and this is just in the color brown. It really fills in like the cracks that old deck boards get. They start to look weathered, and it helps to fill those in and not be so rough. It makes it a lot more smooth, and it's supposed to have cooling technology to help in the bright sun. So I'm going to start with these railings first so I can then move on to the actual deck itself, and then we'll leave that alone and let it dry. I really thought I got more footage of me painting this deck, but I realized I never pressed record on my camera. But when I get discouraged about progress or feel a little overwhelmed about something, I like to look back at where everything started, and this is what the deck looked like when we first bought the house. So it's definitely come a super long way, and I'm excited to finish this project off. The deck is all painted, it's ready to go. We still have one more video out here at least, and that's going to be adding all the pretty stuff back to this space and doing a little bit more work to get it ready to go for summer, nice, updated, and refreshed. So thanks so much for watching, guys. Let me know what you think down in the comments, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!